today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down at Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Stafford's pass.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
27-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
Well, they do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his 2nd year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's across midfield to the 49.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Jeremy Sprinkle, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. It's no secret they have been struggling big time. They've gone 2 months without a win, 8 straight losses. But right now they do have the lead. Open man is Galladay, complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
from the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They toss it out right to Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
This pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Ryan on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The carry for Barber. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Peyton Barber.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Washington 1st down.
Barber on 1st and 10. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Barber is the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, Barber. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The Washington ball carrier.
Danny Shelton's a former 1st-round pick out of the University of Washington on his 3rd team now, previously with the Bears and the Patriots. He made that play like the hit he put on the commissioner on draft night.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your Defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
First and 10.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This off over the middle, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a Lions.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
31-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
3rd and 4.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Lions.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down now. It's Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Peyton Barber, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25 yards.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Deron Payne busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Complete.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
It's caught. Jones.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. As his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Barber, the ball carrier.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Barber. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Barber. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5 for the Lions. An extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Spins pass.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Barber. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Antonio Gibson.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Here's a good way to kick off the drive. Complete over the middle. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. There are 2 words words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you... You've got to take care of the rock.
Ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They'll run here with Barber. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Once again, it's Barber. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Peyton Barber with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. Their momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
1st and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Dwayne Haskins sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford will try and set up the screen to Swift. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Buffet. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Barber. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. One last throw here for Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was